Hello and welcome back to Love Spell! Last time we entered the confrontation between the red dragons and the black lions and found out that the filthy traitor was Valentino all along. But Marcello didn't seem to listen to any explanation, so who knows what will happen? Will we have any casualties? Let's find out. Episode 10, To Love, to War. Blood drains from my face as I stare down the barrel of Valentino's gun pointed directly at me. All I remember is hearing a deafening gunshot, followed by a strong force colliding with my body. After landing roughly on the ground, I dare open my eyes and look up slowly, only for my heart to stop in an instant. I watch in horror as Marcello's body falls lifelessly to the ground in a pool of blood. Marcello! Valentino's eyes mirror mine in shock as he stares at the gun in his hand. Suddenly, his attention snaps back up as he blocks a fierce punch from a lunging Sergio. Sergio's eyes glisten in pure anger as he throws yet another vicious punch his way. You bastard! Upon seeing their leader strike, the Black Lions begin their assault, and the fight begins. I can't contain my scream amidst the rain of bullets and blood as I crawl to Marcello's side. I cup his face in my hand as tears fall from my eyes and land on his cheek. I watch him slowly open his eyes to shoot me a painful, worried glance, grabbing my hand with the last of the strength he can muster. Kay, please, get out of here. No, Marcello, I won't leave you. Please, go. I'm begging you. My heart stops in my chest, and a sob escapes me as I watch Marcello's eyes slowly close. Marcello! Gunshots ring out and smoke rises throughout the entire field as the dragons and the lions wage war. A faint voice catches my attention, and I look up to see Tito attempting to run to us through the war zone. Kay, boss! Tito, no! Run away! Suddenly, a cloud of pink sparkles manifests next to me as Philia appears. She breathes heavily as she looks up at me. Master, I finally found you! Whoa! What the heck's going on here? What happened to Mr. Marcello? Is that blood? Philia, please hurry! Get Tito out of here! Philia turns around as a bloodied man falls over, nearly toppling Tito over. She turns to me worryingly as she glances between me and Marcello. Master, but what about you and... Philia, please, go! Oh, okay. The pink penguin immediately zooms through the air, enveloping both her and Tito in a huge, shimmering light. A few moments later, they vanish. Satisfied that the pair are out of danger, I hold Marcello closer as a loud explosion is heard. In the distance, I watch as one of the red dragon's cars flips over and catches on fire. Red dragons, ascoltami! Initiate retreat! We shall regroup and return to destroy these damned lions. Like hell I'm letting you get away, you son of a bitch! Suddenly, Valentino signals into the air, and an array of explosions begin to hit the ground and cloud the field. I hold my breath as I cover Marcello from the debris. After a few moments of disarray, a helicopter from the Black Lion swoops down in the middle of the field, effectively clearing the smoke from the area. I look up to survey the area, and my heart sinks. Men from both sides lie bloody and beaten on the ground. Sergio looks up as he growls in rage. That sly bastard. Suddenly, Marcello coughs, blood pouring out of his mouth. Marcello! Sergio turns around and runs towards us. He eyes Marcello with a pained expression before frantically motioning over to his men. Get help, damn it! Oh no. A few nights later, wow, okay. I stir in my chair as my tired, swollen eyes slowly open. I look down on my lap to see Marcello's hand. I can't help but give it a tight squeeze as I stare at his unconscious face. Marcello. Suddenly, a doctor comes into the room, followed by a nurse, and eyes the monitor. I stand up and approach him, my eyes red and swollen with tears. Doctor, how is he? He's one tough guy, I'll tell you that. Anybody else with a hole of that size through their shoulder wouldn't be alive right now. He's been out of critical condition for a while now, but we'll continue to monitor him. Please let us know immediately if you see any changes. I nod in relief as I watch the doctor make a few comments towards the nurse and they leave the room. I walk over to Marcello, and despite the positive news, my heart sinks staring at his unconscious face. Tears brim at my eyes as I pout. Wake up, you big oaf. Tito needs you, okay? All of the red dragons need you too. You can't just be lying around in a bed right now. My voice cracks as I sit down at his bedside and pull his hand onto my lap. Sergio told me, you know. He told me about you guys. How you saved him when you were little. I think he has a lot he wants to tell you too, after all these years. You're such a liar. You try to make it seem like you're this big scary leader, but you're just a giant softie. Always looking out for everyone before yourself, huh? I looked up what Ti amo meant too. You player. You can't just go around telling girls that, you know? Pain and heartache squeeze at my heart as I move a strand of hair out of his eyes. Or they'll end up falling completely in love with you. Just like I did. I take a deep breath as a tear falls down my face. Please, Marcello, please wake up. Everyone needs you right now. I need you right now. I need you so much. I look up hopefully at Marcello's face, but there's no reaction. I quickly wipe another tear as it falls from my eye, and I let out a forced laugh. I look up towards the window as the glow of a full, bright moon illuminates through the glass window. It's a full moon tonight. It's really pretty. I wish you could see it too. Suddenly, the door creaks open, and I look up to see a small penguin waddle into the room. She looks up at me, and I let out a sad smile. Philia.
Oh, Master, Philia was so worried about you.
Philia waddles quickly towards me and she hugs me. Tears brim in her little eyes as I hug her back. I'm alright, Philia. Don't cry. Everything is okay. Marcello's going to be okay too. I'm sure of it.
Poor Mr. Marcello.
Philia, how is Tito? Did you take him someplace safe?
Yes, Philia left him in the care of someone she trusts very much. He will be okay, I promise.
I feel a huge burden lifting from my shoulders as I gently bring Philia into another hug. Thank you, Philia. Thank you for everything. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. Honestly, I don't know what I'd do without you. Philia's beak quivers as more tears well in her eyes at my emotional confession.
Of course you don't, 'cause you're a dumb human. Putting yourself in terrible danger like that. What were you thinking? Philia was so worried.
I can't help but chuckle as Philia's actions oppose her words when she wraps her little flippers around me affectionately. A few moments pass by before she glances at the moon and then looks up at me with a different expression. A sadder one.
Master, there's something important Philia needs to tell you.
What is it, Philia? Is everything okay?
Philia knows now isn't the best time for this, but tonight is...
Suddenly, the door to the room opens, and I look up to see Sergio walk in. I quickly stand up as he eyes Marcello sadly. Heard from the doctor. Said he's gonna be alright. How are you holding up, Kay? I've been better. How's your shoulder? I hardly feel a thing now. You did a good job patching it up. I'm glad to hear it. How is everyone on your end? My voice trails off as Sergio looks down sadly. We finished burying the ones who didn't make it out, from both sides. I look down in silence, closing my eyes as I bite my lip. I'm sorry, Sergio. If only I had said something sooner. If only I realized. Hey, none of this is your fault, so don't go thinking something stupid like that. You're as much a victim in this whole charade as any of us are. And you're not alone, right? Sergio's eyes are earnest as he says this, and I can't help but look down again. He lets out a sigh as he motions towards the door. Look, why don't we grab some fresh air? Looks like you could use some. It's not healthy to be cooped up in here from morning to night. I slowly nod my head and he nods back at me. He leaves through the door and waits for me to follow. Just as I begin to leave, I feel a weight on my leg. I turn around to see Philia holding me back.
Master, wait! There's something I have to tell you.
I'm sorry, Philia. Can it wait? I'll be back soon. I'm just going to get some air. I think I really need it.
Master, wait!
Without so much as turning around, I walk out of the hospital room. Philia stands there, her little heart sinking, as she can only stare back at the closed door. She sadly waddles towards the window. She looks over at Marcello before turning around to gaze at the moon. Philia looks down at one of her flippers as it begins to fade.
Master, I just wanted to say goodbye.
Yeah, because the spell wasn't supposed to last forever. I breathe in the cool night air as I stand next to Sergio on the rooftop. I let out a deep breath as I close my eyes and feel the wind on my skin. He'll be fine. Bastard's been through a lot more than just that. He's such a pain in the ass though. Just jumps in front of bullets for people without giving it a second thought. That dumbass. I slowly open my eyes to look at Sergio staring out at the moon with his hands in his pockets. A forlorn, worried expression paints over his face as he looks to the ground in thought. You really care about him, don't you? No, I owe him a lot. Sergio lets out a deep sigh as he crosses his arms. I gotta admit, I'm surprised we still aren't at each other's throats right now, given how the situation unfolded on both sides. I guess you're the real reason for that, huh? I turn my face towards Sergio as he stares into my puzzled expression. He sighs as he nervously rubs his neck. Listen, I'm not the best with pretty words or anything. I'd rather stick to punches and guns, but I can tell you're someone really important to him. I smile sadly to myself as I look out over the moon hidden behind the clouds. What should I say? Am I someone important to you too? Or I don't know if I believe that. That's a weird choice. I wouldn't say either of that. I kind of want to know what he says. I'm gonna go with, am I someone important to you too? Am I someone important to you too? It's hard to say. We barely know each other. What am I saying? I know, right? Anyways, I grew up beside Marcello and his family before I was scouted to lead the Black Lions. Right up until that moment we were like real brothers. I'd like to think I know the man pretty damn well. He's a badass with a good heart. Soft but brute. I'm sorry, I skipped that. Wait, can I? Oh my god, this luck. I'm sorry. I've never used this log. I'm so sorry. I'm totally ruining the mood of this scene. We're like real brothers. Here, I'd like to think I know the man pretty damn well. He's a badass with a good heart, soft but a brute, unapologetic yet honest. He's the type of person you want to go to war with, not against. I listen closely as Sergio goes on. Eventually, his gaze strays from the moon to look me in the eyes. And he's not one to toy with people. Sure, he'll fool around, but Marcello's never left anyone he cares for behind. At least, not while I knew him. You'd be the first person I've ever seen him look at like that. Hell, man took a bullet for you and you ran and stayed in a literal war zone for him. You don't see that type of devotion every day out here. So, no matter what, don't lose your faith in him. Stay strong until he comes around, so you can give the bastard the beating he deserves. A smile breaks out into my face as Sergio's true intentions shine through. Thank you, Sergio. Before I can get out another word, Sergio pushes off the wall and begins to walk towards the door. He suddenly stops and turns around slightly with an unreadable expression. Family ain't who you're born with, it's who you die for. Sergio slowly turns around and my breath hitches at the earnest look in his eyes. Suddenly, the door to the rooftop swings open and we eye a frantic-looking man. Boss! He's awake! Marcello's awake! Sergio and I run into the room as we watch the doctor and various nurses tend to Marcello, who is now sitting upright. He blinks at the doctor before he spots us at the door and raises an eyebrow. Sergio, what the hell are you doing here, you bastard? Nice to see you too, asshole. Unable to hold back, I run over to Marcello, tears brimming as I throw my arms around him. Marcello, you're okay. I was so worried. A few minutes pass, and I don't feel Marcello hug me back or make any comment at all. Slowly, I pull back. My heart stops as Marcello stares at me in bewilderment. Who the hell are you? Yeah, there it is. My blood runs cold as I stare into Marcello's eyes, searching for any signs of a joke, but I find none. I gulp as I loosen my arms around him and he raises an eyebrow at me. Do I know you or something? Hey, bastard, that's not funny. Who the hell's trying to be funny? I seriously don't know her. Is she your woman or something? My eyes widen as I take a step back from Marcello. Sergio stares at Marcello in shock for a few moments before he turns to the doctor. Doctor, don't tell me he has amnesia or some bullshit now. No, I'm afraid he seems to remember everything else that has transpired quite clearly, except for that young lady. What the hell? Are you under a spell or something, Marcello? About that. A spell? As I look around, my eyes land on a trail of faint pink sparkles that lead to the window. My eyes widen as I move closer to see a bag of cheese covered in pink sparkles along with a written napkin.
Dear Master, tonight is the night of the full moon, or, as you might remember, the night the love spell will end. Philia knows this is what you wanted from the start, but things have changed, haven't they? Philia hopes that, no matter how hard things become, that you don't lose hope. Philia is sorry that she wasn't able to say this in person, but thank you for being Philia's friend. Philia is very grateful she met you too. This may be goodbye, but Philia will never forget you.
A tear falls from my eye as I hold the napkin to my chest. I cover my mouth with a hand as my heart sinks. No, 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 please, no. I can't do this. I can't handle this all alone right now. Suddenly, a commotion behind me causes me to turn around. A member of the Black Lions has run into the room as he stutters an urgent report to Sergio. Boss, bad news, really bad news. Valentino of the Red Dragons has officially declared war against us. We're getting calls from back home. The fighting has already started. Sergio goes pale as Marcello quickly stands up from the bed. Marcello, what the hell are you doing? You can't be standing up right now. Yet. Sorry. And why the hell not? I can't just be lying around in a hospital room when our groups are at war, can I? I need to go help my men. What? You can't possibly be in your right mind. Oh, I'm as right as I'm ever gonna be, Sergio. Valentino, he was right. He was right about you. He was right about everything. There can't be two heads leading the underground, Sergio. You and I both know that. We've always known that. So if it comes down to this to protect the people I care about, well, then so be it. I'll kill you with my own hands if that's what it takes. Sergio growls as he grabs Marcello by the shirt collar and Marcello scowls. Listen here, you bastard. I'd watch what you're saying right now. Or what? You'll kill me? Either way, one of us is going to die fighting in what we believe in. That was decided the day you and I both swore our oaths to the Dragons and Lions, Sergio. But to think, those two punks who take on the world for each other would turn out like this. It's almost poetic, wouldn't you agree? Little brother. Marcello removes Sergio's hands off him as Sergio glares at him. He rips out the IV from his wrist, and just as he's about to stalk out of the room, I grab his arm. Please, Marcello, don't go. Don't do this. Marcello stares into my face, as if concentrating hard to figure something out. His expression softens for only a moment before he pulls my hand away from him. Like I said, I'm sorry, but I don't know you. Without another word to either of us, Marcello marches out of the hospital room. Well, damn. That sucks. Yeah, that's sadly part of the spell. It doesn't last forever. So Marcello forgot all about us and Philia is gone. And they're going to war now? Couldn't really be worse. Oh man, I really don't know what else to say. Well, until next time. Bye bye.